I don't know, just worldly desires, you name it.
So
As a
what's the
uni
importance of
student,
the hijab?
the importance of the hijab, well, it protects you from. Here's how I choose to see it. Now that I've decided to dive or head first into my dean. Everything in this world is somehow designed to fight against you as a human being.
The following is a conversation with Maimuna Garba. She is a fourth year communications and multimedia design student at the American University of Nigeria. Here in this podcast, we talk extensively on Islam and her new closeness to the religion. I inquired about the hijab. I asked her all I was curious about Islam, and she did a very good job in answering my questions and explaining some concepts to me. It was really an enlightening experience. So this conversation starts now. You said if someone doesn't fart and it's pure.
Really? That was God.
I never knew this before.
That's pain and all your
If you don't pee, if you don't fart, if you don't touch a man, you can feel like you're pure enough to pray.
like, is it really shocking?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah, I don't want to crack the hell
I
was
mean,
there.
you have to be in a particular state of mind and, body
So,
to pray.
so how does fat? How does farting like? Farting means producing gas from your anus going out. So how does that like distance you from Allah
It doesn't distance you from
or makes
Allah.
you not fit?
It doesn't distance you. Okay, let me just I don't know. Farting, maybe it might come out with certain particles that. I'm not sure. You just have to. I know. You just have to. I don't know. Well, yeah, farting, peeing, pooing. There's so many things that I know. It's like ablution is to wash your hands.
And your face and your feet.
Yeah.
You need to wash
Your
your anus too
ears.
in
No,
case you farted.
no,
No, like in case you farted, so you be clean
no.
again.
You don't have to clean again. Just make another ablution. You pass gas and there's so many TikToks going
You have
around.
to use the
Muslim
kettle inside your anus to be clean.
after you poo, right?
Yeah, you target the shit hole. What the telling give laugh is this part. I never knew. I've learned something new today. I never knew about it. No, I know.
It's not. It's
And if you don't touch your man too,
the whole point is just to be clean and pure.
pure. So tell us about your hijab story so far. Your hijab journey. You started. Feel. I don't know the word to use. What word? What adjective?
I don't know. You tell me. I
You're
don't know
wearing
what you
it
want
see
to say.
before, and you're dressing like an Igbo,
Yeah, I was on
Igbo
and
lady,
off.
a traditional lady. Then you now started the hijab full force.
Which one is Igbo lady traditional?
You know, like that your traditional way now. Then with the headscarf and all that stuff. That's I think I saw you. The other day I saw you. You also went dressed traditional. Then I saw in the cafeteria. Then suddenly, psh,
Yeah, I had a change of heart.
out. Tell us what
Well, I
happened.
just decided to. Well, it wasn't my decision. It was my decision, but it was. I had help. I have, you know, friends that went back to seek knowledge of the religion. So yeah, she introduced me to a course that I started taking online. It's 3 times a week. We meet 3 times a week, and it's just reminders and some things. It's some things are just I don't know. You just need a reminder, or now that you're an adult and you know this is what you have to do. Basically, that was it for me. When I joined the class, I was like, okay, this hijab, it's an obligation.
The hijab is an obligation in Islam.
Yeah, it's an obligation. In Islam, it's compulsory. How we're obligated to pray 5 times a day. You also have to obey this part of the religion. And going back to a class like that at my adult age, it just made me realize, okay, what's your excuse now? 10 years, if it was like 1 year ago, I would say, okay, I didn't know. I didn't know it was an obligation. I didn't know the importance. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I was misguided. I can say that. But now that I've joined the class, and I have other sources I'm using. It's just
So
alhamdulillah.
how were you misguided before in the past?
How was I misguided?
Yeah, you see you misguided like
I
an
mean,
year
I just
ago.
wasn't doing the right thing, and
So what were you
I
doing
was
that
just
were wrong?
careless. Not really misguided. It was just carelessness.
What careless things were you doing?
Not observing the hijab. You know, there are other mistakes that not mistakes. There are other things that were not fighting. Basically, just not fighting my desires, earthly desire, worldly desires, which
Okay,
is
you were yielding to them.
music. What?
You're yielding to them.
Yeah,
Alcohol,
music. You no alcohol.
drinks.
No, I don't drink.
So what did music?
Yeah, like music, parties, free mixing. This many, so many. I don't know. Worldly desires, you name it.
So
As a
what's the
uni
importance of
student,
the hijab?
the importance of the hijab, well, it protects you from. Here's how I choose to see it. Now that I've decided to dive or head first into my deen. Everything in this world is somehow designed to fight against you as a human being. I could say I was misguided because I wasn't fighting my desires, and one of the main things that we're ordered to do is just fight your desires, fight
I'm
it,
like
whatever you feel
the
like.
importance of the hijab. Yeah.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, it protects you. I feel protected. I feel safe. I feel warm. I feel it's just something. It's a feeling that I cannot even explain. Genuinely, like I don't know. I'm just happy. A lot happier now.
Is there like as one gets older, is there like a compulsion to get closer to the Lord, to get closer to God?
It's your choice, honestly.
You feel protected, you feel calm, you
I feel
feel
happier. I feel content, knowing that I'm doing the right thing, doing the right thing by my Lord. I feel a lot happier
what's
and more
what's
confident.
what is your hijab protecting you from?
What is it not protecting me from? My skin is softer, smoother. The sun,
Uh-huh.
it's just my face that's showing, and I have sunscreen for that. And men and other, not even only men, women as well. Evil eye, just some like okay, like you said, you come out with the clothes I used to wear before, the evil, whatever you refer to as.
The native
And
culture was
there's colors, there's attraction, there's jewelry, there's that. People comment. I'm not saying it's entirely bad, but there's a lot of harm that can come from that. Jealousy. Yes,
like
no.
this chick is so rich, this baby.
Yes. There's a lot of
How do
harm.
your male friends react?
My what?
Your male friends
My
react?
male friends? Well, it's something, they're all Muslims, so they have to respect it. I don't care how
They're
they
not all Muslims.
mostly.
And
They
okay,
have to
the guys
respect.
are not Muslims. How do they
They
react?
have to. Well, this guy said, I don't like it. It stops me from sexualizing you. So I was like, well, that's the whole point. You weren't supposed to do that in the first place.
We are.
What?
We are.
What do you mean you are?
How are we going to become a mate if we don't like see the beauty in
There's
women?
so many other ways of doing that.
Like,
What do you mean? Like you see somebody you like, do it the right way. Lower your gaze. Islamically,
uh-huh.
I'm not entirely sure of the process, the steps, because I'm not really read on that yet. I just know that I'm supposed to avoid, because right now I'm in school. What do you have to offer me for not getting
Happiness.
married?
Happiness.
I don't want that from
Friendship.
you. I don't want that.
You have
I don't
an
need
intimate
that.
relationship.
I don't need that.
You have someone that you can rely on.
I don't need
You have
that.
someone that you can tell
I
your
do not
worries,
need
your
that.
stories when you're depressed.
I don't need that.
You have a confidant.
I don't need
You have an
that.
academic supporter.
I have God.
My lord.
I
See
don't
all the
need- I don't
human
need
traits
all
I
that.
mentioned, and you're
Yes,
like,
I don't
you're
need that.
discarding all this.
That's one thing that I have accepted now, and I'm genuinely fine. Like I don't need friendship. I don't want friendship. I
Wow.
don't.
Are you?
I mean, as a human being, of course,
Uh-huh.
you interact.
Let's talk
with
in a more
people.
human way.
Yeah, you interact with people, but that's the thing. That's why I keep saying that it's the number one order is to fight your desires.
Is that really the best way to go? Okay, wait. I was there's this Buddhist philosophers I follow. Gandhi's descendants and the rest. Basically, some of these Indian philosophers. You have Sadhguru and some other Osho and some of them. And one of the when you get to the monastery, you want to be a monk. One of the you abstain from sex and all that stuff. But this guy interviewed him and he doesn't abstain from sex and he's not advised anyone to. And they asked him, now that you're going with this route, how do you feel? He said, I feel a lot more fulfilled. How we fighting our innate desires that are human, that are with us. We have our penis, you have the vagina, you have these things that they want to actually like feel pleasure. So why are we repressing our innate desire? What makes us human? How we were born, how we came. Like he feels so good. And he feels a deeper sense of meaning within himself.
That's his choice, I would say.
Well, but he's talking about like spiritually. He's not Muslim, but then this is his own spiritual journey, and others are not meant to. But then he took this part and he's feeling more fulfilled. And then like you're repressing this stuff, and you're feeling more fulfilled. Like see the contrast. Or is it because you're not staying this way long enough to know how fulfilled? Because see you're going head first, so you're still new. Okay, I'll tell your friend.
I'm not new.
You're not.
I'm born Muslim.
Yeah, I know, but you have started the practice very well now.
I've always practiced Islam very well.
You always practice, but now you want to go deeper. Yes. You want to connect more with Allah, right? Good. So that's what we're saying. So now the thing is this: you're less than 2 months in this journey of going deeper. You ordered a lot of. So you ordered new sets of hijab and all that stuff. So you're still very, very. I'll say, well, you're still new.
So my own, what I have to say with everything that you said, okay, I'm still new and I'm feeling this way already. What makes you think that I'm willing to compromise that?
Okay,
for any worldly stuff.
In economics, this what they call diminishing returns. Or just like an orgasm, when you have sex and you've reached the peak point, it feels so good then.
What the hell are we talking about?
That's how everything in life is. There's always a high and happiness.
Trust me, that's not how it is when it comes to your religion and connecting with God. Are you what are you?
I'm Christian.
Okay. Why are you acting like you don't know God?
I do, but like I'm saying, like the initial rush.
So
5, 6, 7 years to be like a different story.
No, it's
but, maybe I enjoyed when I followed that path, but then I realized more and I feel that she was more liberal. Like people change. No, people change over time.
God forbid.
And time changes people.
I know, but God forbid I ever go back to.
No. Wait.
I wouldn't compromise this for anything or anyone.
Anything or anyone? Mm-hmm. So, like, how about if like someone you get into a relationship with, like he wants you to be more liberal, dress fine and all that stuff, and whatever that means.
Relationship with that person.
So that person, like, so you keep blocking people out and all that stuff. So you get to accept this totally.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because that's my choice. That's what I choose to be.
That's what you choose to. But I thought relationship is about compromise.
No, not when it comes to when it comes to deen. When it comes to anybody that wants to compromise your deen, even if it's
what does
your
deen
dad,
mean?
Your religion.
Deen means religion.
Religion, yeah.
DEAN.
DEEN.
Okay.
Deen. You're even if it's your parents, you're allowed to disrespect them.
I'll pay your school fees.
Yes. Go with your school fees if you want. If you
want
me to stop worshiping.
You'd be an illiterate too.
I wouldn't be trust me, I wouldn't be an illiterate. I would be far from
you will get a job in future.
Choosing God over somebody.
You will get a job in future.
What makes you think?
How would you graduate? You would be a graduate.
What makes you think that? Okay. How many graduates? How many non-graduates do we have up there?
Oh my lord. That's the God said this thing. I think there's something called temporal repression.
What's that?
You have to bend down to suck a goat's milk.
See, that's why I'm telling you I feel more confident, because I have taken submitting to Allah means drop like everything, all your worries and all your emotions, you've given it.
Take care. This was so sitting.
See? You just said
It's
it.
the way you said it. It's the
You just said it sounds soothing. So what makes
way
it?
you said it.
Because it is. That's what it is. Literally, that's what
You
it
know
is.
why I understand this deeply. I do yoga and meditation. So I follow Adrian, Tara Brack, Jay Shetty, Eckhart Tolle, and I try their yoga and all that stuff. And I feel more connected within, and like I'm more mindful, and I get less angry. And things that I noticed that things that pissed me off in the past, like they don't touch me. Like when I was actively doing this for like 30 days straight, and I felt more connected within. That's really why I can relate to do surrender. But in the sense of blocking out life's pleasures, total repression, because this
I'm
surrender,
not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy,
I know it's
but
not.
it's rewarding. It's not. Trust me, it's hard. And there's days that you're going to wake up and all you want to do is, maybe I want to,
Meeting man.
not meet. Why are you going? Put
There's
this
some
thing
days
is beyond. This thing is deeper than just men and
humanly,
women.
humanly, there's some days you just feel horny,
This thing
hornier
is
than other days, and
beyond.
you want to
I'm not going to discuss that here, but this thing
no.
is beyond
But there's some things you feel that way.
men and women. It's beyond just girls and boys. It could be I wake up and I want to play music. I want to put music on my speaker and go into and shower or something. Something that I used to do. But then that's where like Allah says
The
fight
best
your
strength.
desires. I have to fight it. It's not easy. And sometimes I would even, subconsciously just grab speaker, start connecting, and I remember, oh wait, you have to fight
In my
your
head,
desires.
like these
Like,
are
calm
these are
down.
really mundane things to fight, and I understand that it's from
That's
fight. It's from fighting the little things that you're able to fight the bigger things.
yeah.
Yes, but then like the real desires are they not like um desires to do evil, like to cheat in your exam, to steal money, to insult someone,
Well, if you
to
fix
get
the little
angry.
things
It,
and you fix who you are as a person, I don't think your mind, your body, anything of yours would let you cheat or steal or hurt someone.
yeah, but I'm like these are the bigger desires to fight than music because to some extent there are lots of music that's calming. Like the other day you told me about the
Nasheed.
Inashid. I tried it that night. I didn't know there was some. I'm not really used to those kind of tracks because this guy was playing piano and the point he went kind of high. I woke up from my sleep. So like I just like my stuff going probably in one. Just like but like at the
Okay.
point they went up and it was foreign because
What, the Nasheed?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
but the beginning part I enjoyed it, but then over time, so like in that sense, music is calming. Music can help you. Like now, you can be in a bad mood, or someone can actually like piss you off, and you get your headphones and you put them in your ear and you rock. You play like Imagine Dragons, and before you know it, in the next 10-15 minutes, you're good. You're happier than you were previously. So these are the advantages. So like you throw away the advantages for fighting desires. That's where I'm getting towards to. So like okay. So you live with your anger or what?
It might not make sense. You live with your anger.
Someone pissed you off and you're using music to calm yourself down. So now that's
Divert the energy into something else.
like
Get up. And like I said, there's halal music.
mhm.
There's music that is permissible. If you want to play music, play that. And look, the thing is, the ruling is there. It's your choice if you want to follow, and if you want to. The days you feel like you don't want to follow it, it's fine. It's not fine, but it's on you. Do you understand?
I don't understand.
Okay.
I don't understand.
You don't?
I do
Oh, okay.
understand.
It's on you. It's a choice. You can choose to obey or disobey. It's really your choice. But you have to face the consequences.
So what are the consequences?
See, that's the thing. There's so many. There's so many. And some things you don't even realize it. Because there are some things that, things like anxiety, morning anxiety, depression, things that I did not even know, how do I put it? How do I word this? I'm just saying that. Okay, let me give you a story. I have a friend that he has ulcer, and sometimes you forget to eat. You're human, you forget to eat, and you don't even realize that you're suffering until after you found food and you eat it and you feel so full and satisfied and you've had water. You're like, ah. So I was really struggling, you know. Do you see what I'm going at? So this is I've applied that to my scenario. So now that I'm more at peace and my heart, I have more confidence in myself. I don't know. There's very little thing that stresses me now. So now I'm realizing, okay. So now this is the advantages of doing the right thing.
Of abstinence.
Oh yeah,
Of
abstinence.
suppressing your desires.
It comes with a lot of greatness.
But then when you're reading all these philosophers of old, like, and these philosophers are the bedrock of all these religions, like they were able to articulate this stuff and how they connected with the higher power and said that documenting these, and that's how we came about Islam, Judaism, etc. Over the years, many more people compiled, Now, this guy still recommends on these to 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 yield to the pleasures of the flesh probably once a year. That's why we have events and festivals. We go dancing or you drink alcohol, basically just to 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 wind down the pressures that life brings. So like when you engage in these activities, when you go dance after a festival and dance seriously, and you don't really care about any restriction at all, or you drink with your friends and drink out and do stuff and all this stuff, then the next day you feel alive again. Like, so the guys that understood and wrote all this stuff and they lived their life this way, and they were more peaceful and they were more connected with themselves, and they they were more productive, and their philosophies that we are following today and makes up most of what we study today. Um, they live this way and they suggested this way, and now um, the current Islam doctrine is saying something different. So like I know there are different sects of this stuff. At least because you said that you can choose not to, and there are punishments. So the people that do not believe, the Islams, the Muslims that don't believe at all that there's any punishment for this. So what's their fate? Because they're following the.
I can't decide anybody's fate.
I know, but like, what do you think basically? Because these are tried and tested ways to live life. Like you have to yield to the pleasures of the flesh every once in a while, maybe once a year, once or 2 years.
For me, what I have to say about that is, what if I die on that day? One day that I decided to disobey actively, consciously, I've decided today I am going to drop everything that I've been working on. That's what I heard from what you just told me. Everything that I've been abstaining from. I heard from all that, okay, like I said, there are rules. Don't do this, don't do that, avoid this, avoid that. And okay, today I've decided I'm not going to listen to that actively. I made the choice to disobey. That's all I'm hearing from that. What if I die on that day? That's not a good thing.
In as much as you don't know the fate of the people that disobeyed, you don't know the fate of yourself too when you disobey that day. Do you get? You don't know the fate of the people who do not practice, who do not yield to these rules. Okay. Likewise, you do not know your fate if you.
Yeah, but I would like to know that I died trying and really actively abstaining.
What are the benefits of abstinence?
Didn't you hear what I just said? The peace that comes with it, and peace and tranquility, and people, I don't know, trust in yourself and others as well. Because okay, now let me give you an example. You were talking about guy, boy, and in this day and age, with everything that is going on, if you're married to someone that chooses to go down this path, don't you think you would be at peace wherever you are?
Sure, but then if I don't marry someone that chooses to go down this path,
and okay, if you trust, there's genuinely a good person, there's always going to be
friction.
Not friction, but I don't want to say doubt, but a possibility. There's a possibility in both ways, honestly, but the chances of.
Why I ask the benefits of abstinence is this. Abstinence simply means postponing current pleasures for future rewards, right? And your rewards, basically, like at least the heavenly rewards or the spiritual rewards, are not here. Like you can't see them, they're not visible. You only just feel a certain kind of peace, and sometimes you feel trouble and turmoil within. So, like when I say abstinence, like example, our parents sacrifice a lot to bring us to take us to the best schools. Now, there are a lot of things they could get from themselves momentary pleasures, probably new clothes, new shoes, different experiences, a journey. But no, they said, okay, let me invest this so that my child can be probably very wealthy someday, and then he will take care of me in return. So, like, you are abstaining from current pleasures for a future goal, like a sacrificing, because you know that there's a high chance that someday you'll reap the benefits of what you're doing. Now you can see it, you can visualize this, but you can't visualize your own. That's why I asked what that was like.
I can't visualize it.
Can visualize what?
The reward, okay. We've been given a description of what heaven looks like, haven't we?
What does it look like?
Do you want me to open it and read it on my phone? Because I don't want to make mistakes. Rivers that flow, gardens,
Oh my
whatever
lord,
you get,
this sounds good.
whatever you get, whatever you want, whatever you desire, you get. Whatever it is you want, you get. What, even if it's, I don't want to kill somebody, but I'm just saying you get whatever it is you want. So just hold on this earth, because this is not your final. That's the thing.
That's what all religion preaches. But I think that's a
So
very funny philosophy.
okay.
Why do I think? Because we are neglecting life here that our children
We're
will
not
come.
neglecting life.
What do
We're
you mean?
living life the right way. Okay. What I was saying earlier. I've watched videos. If you watch all these current, Gen Z people are actually cracking the code. The government is cooking up this. This one is meant to kill a particular, what is it called? This thing that is put in toothpaste that stops something in your brain from developing.
Tumor. Toothpaste. I don't know about toothpaste stopping tumor.
Oh, Kanye West said that.
I don't know.
Fluoride.
So what is
The
fluoride?
disadvantage of fluoride to your brain. I don't know, Google it. I can't really say
Okay.
much, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, people are every day. You are a consumer every day. In the medical industry is working on ways to kill you so that they will get more money. This one has this side effects. Everything in this world, everything is just here to stress you.
I feel this is a nihilistic point of view.
A what?
A nihilistic point of view. Nihilism basically is when there is really no much meaning to the life you are currently living.
No, there's meaning to life. Now, okay, what is it stopping me from doing? What do you think this hijab is stopping me from doing?
No, not the hijab, precisely. Quick pause. There was a technical issue while filming this, so for the next 7 minutes, 25 seconds, there will be no video, just audio.
Okay, let me tell you. What do you think it's stopping me from doing? Now, if I've said, I don't want to drink, I don't want to smoke, I don't want to play music, I want to wear my hijab. What is that stopping me from doing? Is it stopping me from doing the important things like going to class? Is it stopping me from presenting in front of the class? Is it stopping me from, doing the things that I need to? In fact, if you ask me, it has given me more focus in all doing all that. My head is not.
But then you know the angle I
My
want.
head
You
is
know
not-
what I'm about to say.
What?
The aspect of guys,
What
it stops
about
us from seeing you and that attention.
it?
You
Not
don't want
seeing
it,
me.
or I don't know. Maybe in future you'd want it. I don't know, but it stops the pervasive eyes, and then sometimes you need that in your life. Like
Why?
you need to get some attention from people, from different people.
You get it from the right people.
Why the right people?
You're female. Why do you think I need men in my life?
No, your female friends. You also say it also from women too.
From women?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's that. But I'm saying, like, I have really, really good friends that are female, and I'm fully satisfied. I don't need
Okay,
anybody
then how
else.
about some of us that will see beyond the hijab, like
That's your personal problem, honestly. Because I've done what I've been asked to do. If you choose to not do what
Who
you
asked you
asked
to do this?
God,
Okay, so describe what the heaven looks like you were telling us before.
Google it, open it, and what does it look like in the Bible?
In the Bible, is it a place flowing with milk and honey?
It's a place where whatever you want.
my Lord.
It's a place where
Oh my
whatever.
God.
So you don't believe it?
I don't know what belief is in this case.
Okay.
It's just something that it just sounds soothing and comforting, like a place to strive to get to, you know?
Like I said, it's a choice. You know. You said
Does
you're
any of us
Christian.
want to go to the opposite of that?
Hell?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go to hell.
Neither do I.
Okay.
But then I was like, having this view that there's a better place for us to go makes us neglect the natural life that we are living here. And like, we tend to pollute the environment. Like you're saying that we always consuming. The doctors want to kill us. Blah blah blah. Many stuff. We neglect our present environment. We don't protect it. We don't conserve it. We destroy the trees. We scatter everywhere. We pollute everywhere. We pollute the water and everything because we are going to a better place.
Yeah.
Our children will come here and come and suffer, and come and die of diarrhea and different diseases. How do you balance that? Can you see the idea why I don't really like the idea of the better place for us to go?
I don't believe I'm neglecting my life here.
No, I did not say you're neglecting. I said like we are not conserving our environment for our children and our children's children because we feel that we are going to a better place.
No. I don't think that's what we feel like.
What is the idea of
just humans
next life?
have just been blinded by their greed and I don't know, just gotten too comfortable. I guess that's not on.
Apart from this angle, you know that the idea of a place better is comforting. Like after all you're suffering here, at least you don't go empty-handed.
Yeah.
Like my dad always says, like, how about if, okay, let me worship God, so that on the last day, if there's nothing like that, nothing like heaven, at least I did not lose out anything. But then, what if I was doing bad things all my life, and then I get there and I realize there's a heaven, so I'm not worthy to enter. Do you get? So this is the angle like our older ones look at this stuff from. It's a thing of comfort and it's a thing of fear. When I mean fear, I mean like you have this is where you will not go to if you choose to live this way. So, but personally, I don't look at it that way at all. I don't really. The idea of heaven in my head is like, is something we can create here for ourselves first and our children before we think about the next thing. Because like the next thing is too far. We will never see it like visually, like with our hearts beating and with our bodies moving. It's our dead soul, our dead body, and our soul that sees that. So like I'm like, why don't we invest here? Why don't we do everything we can here? Why don't we create the heaven we want here?
Well, I say, why not you invest here and also invest there?
You say you don't put your eggs in one basket. You don't put your eggs, this heavenly, this religious definition of heaven, is like forget the pains of the world and all that stuff, and just keep striving and waiting and hoping there's something better there. So how do you invest in two baskets? Well, the Bible says you can't. There's a part in the Bible that says you can't love two masters at a time. You either love one or hate the other. If you're neither hot nor cold, I'll spit it out of my mouth. So you have to be in one place. You have to. Which one are we? Is it the heavenly? Is it the earthly heaven or the heavenly heaven?
Heavenly heaven.
That's the ultimate goal. And then we neglect everything in the world.
That doesn't. I keep telling you that doesn't mean that you're neglecting what you're. Okay, did I drop out of school?
You don't need to. Why do you need to? You're going to school for your own betterment. In fact, it's even selfish to go to school.
What do you mean it's even selfish?
Why are you going to school? It's not so in future you get a job, you get money, you're educated and all that stuff. So you're bettering yourself. Anything you're doing for yourself is what's selfish.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
you're going to school to better yourself.
Yeah. So I'm still doing the right thing while in school.
You know, the idea of right or wrong is very, 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 very funny. Because like what's right to you
might sound confused.
I don't sound confused. What's right to you
Okay.
might be wrong to someone in China.
Yes. That's why I said it's a choice. Okay, like I said, I'm Muslim, yeah? And I go by the Qur'an. It comes with instructions. It's there. Nobody is forcing it in your eye every morning. It's there. If you want to open it and read it and follow it, it's up to you. Like I said, it's up to you. Like you said, it's a choice. You don't believe it, so fine. But this is what I believe in. And
I did not say I don't believe it.
You don't believe.
I said that it makes us like neglect here, Earth.
Okay, and I'm saying that from my own point of view, from what I'm doing, I'm not it doesn't. In fact, I feel like I'm ready. I've never been ready for this world.
Sorry.
Because
come again. Break this down. You've never been ready for this world.
Yes,
what do you mean?
Because like I said, I've become more confident in myself, and because I know that there's just this faith and belief that everything is going to be okay.
Without your own direct effort.
No, that doesn't mean I'm not going to relax and say I'm not going to study. Ah, God is going to pass the exam for
I
me.
think that all these things are things of hope.
It's
There's something beautiful
okay.
to attain at the end.
Okay.
Actually, they sound sweet. They sound like poems.
It does in
like
your
poetry.
head, right?
Nigga, say you say something beautiful too. These are poetic words.
What's wrong with that?
They are motivated.
What's wrong with that?
And motivation is something like that's fleeting. It's fluid.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the initial inertia. So like motivation is fluid, and basically, the idea of heaven is hopeful, like something beautiful out there. And I was like, you don't need to. You're like, you don't need to. You have to read to pass exams. That because you believe that everything will work for you. I'm like, so
you have to reach your hands out, to get the help. That's what I'm saying. Because you were like, without me putting any efforts, that's not the kind of relaxation I'm talking about. The kind of relaxation I'm talking about is I know that I can try like I'm doing things for the sake of Allah. Anything I do, I know I can do it confidently because I know that Allah is going to put me through. That's the kind of confidence I'm talking about. I know that if I study really, really hard, I'm going, like, that's basic knowledge. If you study really hard, you're going to pass. But there are people that spend the night studying and they still don't pass. Stay up late, they cram, they go into the exam hall.
They call on Allah and they fail.
Yeah. They what?
And they fail.
They call on Allah? No. I'm just saying that. That's what I'm talking about. No. That's not what I'm talking about. I said it happens.
Okay, Islam says and Christianity and all doctrines. I'm coming. All doctrines. Let's think about that. In times of failure, be grateful. In times of success, be faithful. Be grateful too.
Mm-hmm.
So like whether you call Allah and you fail or not, like keep trying. Allah is still there for you. So it doesn't really matter if you failed now when you called on Him. In future, you might still succeed if you persist.
Like, believing means even if it doesn't happen for you, even if you call, okay, let's say I pray for a water bottle and I really, really want a water bottle and I don't get it. Believing and having faith is accepting that me not getting it.
It's not the end.
Not that it's not the end, it's for the best. Yeah, believing and having faith means when you ask for something and it doesn't happen, it's for the best. And you know that something better will come along. So that's where that's really where the inner peace comes.
Well, like, I was talking about nihilism a few minutes ago.
What?
I was talking about nihilism a few minutes ago. Nihilism, basically, the raw definition is the view that all endeavors are devoid of meaning. There's no meaning to all this stuff.
So what are you doing on earth?
Why I brought about this because when you keep trying stuff over and over again and you keep failing, at a point there's a tendency, if you don't have faith, like you did just type of faith, if you don't have faith, there's a tendency that you like, what's the purpose of all this? Why am I wasting my time? And you tend to slack backwards and you tend to just relax and maybe you fall into depression and fall into the pits, like you feel like you've given up.
Yeah.
Good. So in this case, why and how would faith help you? How would faith make you like, okay, keep going when you've tried and it's not working?
By believing that it's going to, by believing that despite having patience, sabr, reward, there's a saying in Islam, you're rewarded according to your patience.
The patient dog eats the fattest bone.
Yeah. Why am I even stressing my life? You know all these things.
Well, actually.
So, okay, now that English said it, do you believe it?
Oh.
No.
I told someone. I told someone one day. We were going for. Wait now. It was in a debate in this school.
Answer my question.
I'm using this to answer your question.
Okay, answer.
So it was a debate, and after the debate, all the samosa finished. I was still asking the teacher more questions, and And I'm told this guy, can you see that saying is a lie?
Well, in my head, what
There's
I would
nothing for
say-
me. I asked them, they said it's finished.
Yeah, you were patient and you did not get it. Okay. Personally, you're human, you would complain and you would do this, but a believer would say, okay, it was never meant for me. I was never, bearable. It was never meant for me.
What does bearable mean?
Rabo is, what is rabo in English? Your share.
Was
You
not
never had
intended to be there.
You never had a share.
Back to comfort. All these words are comforting.
Okay, if you choose, then it has given me the comfort.
And do you realize that
hasn't it?
comforting words don't necessarily need to be true?
It has given me
You
the
can,
comfort.
I can lie to you in a comforting way, and it helps you to like regain yourself.
Lie to me in a comforting way. Let me see.
Let's say
Let me
your
see if I can understand.
let me say your pet died. It's all gonna be okay. Don't worry. But in a few months you get another pet. Maybe you don't have money and you don't have a job. That's a lie. But then it's comforting in the short term.
Okay, then. What are you saying here? That's lying.
I'll lie to comfort you.
Huh?
I'll lie to comfort you.
You would lie to comfort me. That's you. That's human being. I don't.
And then
believe-
some poetry and literature, like most of those things are. See, truth is, I don't want to use the word truth subjective, but these are not true when it comes to like truth, like plus and minus, or one plus one equals 2. These are just words of hope. You might be failing and sinking down, and you keep telling you it's gonna be better. Meanwhile, you can't, like, in the next 2-3 years, you know it's gonna be better, and obviously it's gonna be better because of the environment you are in.
I don't believe that.
If you are in an environment where there are criminals and there are bandits and there, do you think anything good come out from there in next year or in next 6 months or 7 months? If you don't leave that
Allah
place,
wills, it will.
everything there is gonna turn around magically. These things take time.
I know.
Nations are still in turmoil 20 years, 10 years, 15 years.
That's why I said I'm working on myself. I'm not working on saving the world. I'm working on saving myself and the people that I can.
I really like that stuff you say though, like working on saving yourself, because there's this quote, there's this lecture I was listening to some by Jordan Peterson. He was like, you cannot go. Okay, it's even in the Bible, but then let me say his own first. You cannot go criticizing the world when you have not yet laid your own bed. In the Bible, it's take out the log in your eye before you take out the speck in your neighbor's eye, and it's another one that goes like this. Yeah, basically, I think that's it. You have to like.
You're practically answering your questions.
Yeah, I'm answering my question, but
Do you not see it?
But not in relation to being in a terrorizing environment with bandits and all that stuff, and saying Allah is going to change the situation for you. How?
Okay. How is it? How do you want Allah to change your situation? Do you want Allah to get you out of that environment?
That's the choice you have to make. It's not a matter of Allah helping you or anything. That's what you have to do.
You have to get out of the environment.
Yes.
Then get up and get out of the environment.
Now get up and get out of the environment, right? So like, is that a doing of God or a doing of or human doing that you knew that the only way is to leave this place?
I don't understand. Do you knowing what?
The
You deciding to leave that environment.
Yeah. So like, is it like Allah's doing, or you just human knowledge? These guys are bad for me, and this nothing good will come out from here.
Fully submitting is accepting that knowledge, ideas, everything
Belongs to Allah.
Yes, and I'm happy doing that. If you're not happy doing that, it's fine.
Do you think if the human race banks everything on God, would be where we are today technologically?
Technologically? So, you feel like, do you believe we were created? Or do you believe we came from monkeys?
Well, the Catholic Church has actually accepted the evolution theory because it's valid.
It's valid?
If you cut me into and you cut a monkey, and you look at the organs, one after the other, they're very, very similar. Look at them as children and the embryo, very similar. Look at the brain, very similar. We just have bigger prefrontal cortex. We evolved, our prefrontal cortex evolved. That's why we are more cognitive. And we stopped mating with other human species, Homo erectus, Homo habilis, and the rest. Now we are Homo sapiens, and we managed to kill most of them because we are smarter. We could build fire. We could defend. We could build arrows. So like, that's how we got here. Technology, engineering, technology. It was not by praying to God or to Allah or to any, but then the Christian and the Islam faith basically gives hope that we can conquer. I think that's what it's all about, hope and meaning. It gives you deep meaning. It doesn't really mean that you should settle. Go out to the world and do everything you have to do, but
okay. Well, at what point did I say I was settling and not going out into the whole world?
no, you were like, you feel peace that everything will be okay.
What?
You feel peace that everything will be okay.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm relaxing.
And that's a comforting word.
That's a comforting word. I feel peace and knowing that I go into class, and basically I will never feel alone ever again. I go into study. I know that I go into study. I know that I'm confident that this is going to stick and I'm going to pass and I'm going to do it for the sake of Allah, because He's going to open more doors for me.
Wait. You not do it for the sake of yourself and your future and passing exams and building yourself and developing yourself. You not do it for your selfish interest. Or is Allah also selfish when it comes to the human being? Like in the sense of my achievements, I'm no longer my achievements now are for who? Me or
mine is for Allah. I don't know about you.
Wow, what does that mean?
You just said we clearly don't. How do I say? You just said it. You don't believe. You believe we came from. We have similar organs.
I believe where we came from and all that. So I understand the importance of religion very, very well. And I'm not like you can't. Throwing. If I say that, okay, all our technological advancements were here. But then I added, the religion gives us meaning and it gives us hope. Mm-hmm. And if we don't have hope and we don't have a sense of meaning, we are all nihilistic. I'm like, okay, what's the purpose? But what's the purpose? Good. So, but now religion tells us our purpose is that there's something bigger there for us, and we should blindly follow it, because if we don't have that, like, what else are we going to follow? So that's why I feel. And then it ends nowhere. It's just a loop. So that's why I feel religion comes in. But apart from that, like, I don't feel it suffices for any other thing we do here in our, like, any other stuff we are doing in the sense of the pleasures, because now you're repressing yourself and repressing all the pleasures for no alcohol, no opposite sex, no music.
Okay, let me ask you, what are the health benefits of alcohol?
To drown your sorrows.
Wow. Wow, I'm judging you.
What did you want to hear?
I'm judging you. So me abstaining, I've never taken alcohol before in my entire life.
But you've been high before?
No.
Ever?
Everything that has been prohibited is for your own good. Every single thing. If you really, really think about it, every single thing that has been prohibited, like it has been written down, abstain from alcohol. Do you see what alcohol does to your liver and your insides?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what smoke does to your insides?
Mm-hmm.
What are the other worldly desires that we're talking about? Sex, okay. Premarital sex.
What does it do to you when we have pills?
You don't have focus.
We have condoms.
That's literally all you talk about.
If it's one person.
What? If it's just one person?
If it's with one person.
If it's with one person, it's still the same thing. No,
you say you don't have focus. Focus means you can't focus on one thing.
No.
Like you're everywhere.
I'm just saying that it's you don't know it until you've gotten yourself out of that. It's poison, and we don't even realize it.
How?
We've become so sensitized to we've become desensitized to the, I don't know, our nakedness, and I'm saying it doesn't give you meaning.
But it helps you create a deeper connection with a fellow human being that you genuinely like. Like it helps you bond deeper.
Okay. When you're married, you can do that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's more beautiful in marriage because like
Now,
when
what
even-
does premarital sex lead us to? Okay, boyfriend girlfriend relationship,
leave pregnancy
heartbreak,
out of it. Leave pregnancy out
not
of
pregnancy,
it. Okay.
heartbreak. Cheating.
Marriage is still fail.
Marriages still fail. Yeah, they do. But at least you did the right thing, and it takes two to tango. I guess. I don't know how to put this.
Okay. Heartbreak.
Yeah.
Oh.
Marriages still fail. I know that, but that's something that happens. In Islam, divorce is very, 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 very frowned upon. It has to be it has to be the last resort. You have to try every other thing to save that marriage before you can. I mean, we don't follow that rule now. We just do what we like, cause I don't think I can live with him again.
Okay, so cheating. Explain.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
When we
like,
say committed adultery.
What is it doing to us?
The thing is this:
What is it doing for us?
we are just
If
like
you really, really think about it, what is it doing?
what's what doing for us?
Is it not
Premarital
just
sex?
Premarital everything? Is it not just a big
Helping
distraction?
us understand ourselves and our body and another human beings better.
Okay, you can still just be patient. Just be patient. You can still
You
do
know,
that.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Like, this is the peak of puberty, your hormones are ranging. And
Yeah,
the
I know
opposite
that.
sex hormones too, and we want to. And then, first of all, and for all this, if you're doing this with one person and you're well informed, I think the purpose of religion saying no sex before marriage, first of all, before anything else, is unwanted pregnancies. I think that's because you can't just be having children everywhere and not taking responsibility.
It's poison on your head, in your heart, in your body.
One person, not many people. One person. One person is not poisonous because
It
you
doesn't
work
stop
with
it
that
from
person.
being prohibited. They did not say abstain from premarital sex except if you want to do it with just one person. They said just abstain from it.
Okay,
That was the order.
yeah, that was the order, but let's actually divulge this thing philosophically. Why do you think that
No,
was
it's not about
included?
philosophy.
Okay, let's try and understand it. Basically, why do you think that rule was there?
Why do I think that?
Because now in the Ten Commandments too, there are lots of rules. There are like that God gave to Moses. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not honor their father and their mother, serve the Lord thy God, and all this. So like there are purposes for this. If you don't steal and you don't kill and you don't steal someone else's wife, you don't covet their neighbor's wife for goods, we live peacefully more like in a society. These things are establishments for peace and unity and harmony. So now, with the aspect of not what's like in society, what are the benefits apart from we understand the aspect of children with their pregnancies. So apart from that, let's divulge into this. What is the purpose? What does it contribute
To the society.
What? Yeah.
Well, for starters, the fact that we're all involved in such, mischief.
Oh my lord! Your facial reaction is killing me.
I mean, let's call a spade, isn't it? We've become desensitized to the fact that, how do I say it? Certain things are just supposed to remain, a certain way for things to actually move forward.
How? How do you mean?
Because the effects on the society, even if you don't understand it now, don't you see it? You go out and on billboards, there's naked people everywhere.
And
What do you mean? And that's wrong.
no, I want to know like
That's the effects. You're exposing children to such images, and even before they realize what they want in their lives, for themselves, basically every single thing around them has decided that for them.
the cocoa of parenting and religion and all. Is it not like to imbibing to train up your child in the way he should go, and when he grows, not depart from it? It's not imbibing your children core values and characters and attributes. So when they go into the world and see all this stuff, they still remain solid in their own philosophies. So like, why are you like because of exposing this to our children?
Because they're only human, and being exposed to certain things will have effects on their brains.
Our parents raise us because these philosophies, because we are going to be exposed to all these things in the future, and then where are we going to stand then? Isn't that the purpose of all this, like all the schooling, all the schooling, all the church, all the mosque, all the everything. Is that not the purpose? So when we go into the world, we can stand firm. We see yes and call it yes. We see no and call it no. We see black and call it black. And we see white and call it white.
So okay. So you're saying that the belief that the way you were raised a certain way and certain system.
To see wrong and call it wrong, and to see right and call it right.
Okay. So you're saying that you've gone out to the world and you've seen all that. Did it make you stand firm? Are you firm on what you were raised upon?
Yes, because I know that it's
You're
true.
firm on your religious beliefs?
I'm firm on what religion has to offer us as
Don't
humans.
you think that what affected that was, what you're seeing around? It has made that choice for you?
That's the same thing I'm still saying. When you go into the world, you are okay. Let me go this way. There's a debate that we're having in CMD or so. We are like do things that people see on social media directly influence them, or the things they see on social media it passes through this sieve, this filter, and this filter basically is your own core beliefs, your own core principles, like your religion, your background, your ethnicity, and then these things pass through this sieve first, like this, and then we now like accept what is closer to what we already know than just accepting this hook, line, sinker. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Well, what I believe is we were asked to fight our desires and follow a certain path. What you see out there affects, where you come from. There's this, you've been doing something a certain way, and now you're seeing every single one. Everybody around you is doing it, even if you're the only one that's doing the right thing. Somehow you're going to get affected, by your environment, because you're only human. And that's why, like I said, fight your desires, don't do this, don't do that. It was repeated. We weren't told to fight our desires just one time, because it's not something you can just do like that. It's not something easy. That's why it's it has been repeated a couple of times, because there's nothing that you can just achieve. It has been predicted that so and so will come, so and so will be. Fight your desires wherever you find yourself, whatever environment you see yourself. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do.
I feel the better word is the impulses, not desires. Because there are things that we desire that are positive and good for us.
Whatever word you want to use, but you understand what I'm saying? Okay. The negative,
Better.
bad things.
Negative
the bad
desires,
things,
better use that word.
the negative desires. But there are positive desires that are wrong for you. We have a book of instructions that you have to follow. A guide.
But the thing is okay.
This is how I choose to see it. Okay. I like to view things from the third party's perspective. This is how I choose to see it. Yeah. This is the universe, and you're giving you're here for a reason, a purpose. Do you not believe that? Do you believe that?
Sure.
You do. You're here for a reason. You weren't just born out of nowhere. Every single thing, I believe every single thing on this earth that was created has its purpose.
Oh, that's a religious way of saying things. And there's nothing wrong with that. But
Even scientifically, things have purpose.
there's
Plants
purpose and
have
there's chance.
purpose. Ants have purpose. Mosquitoes are important to the community. I didn't even know that until recently.
What do they do?
To the ecosystem, I don't really remember, but I just know that they do something for the ecosystem.
But then, I don't know that what I've realized over time when it comes to this aspect of everything has a purpose is that this is actually it's a religious belief. It's a religious way of seeing things, which makes things have much more meaning than, and that's okay.
And what is
the
wrong
cocoa
with
is this. Why are like things do? That's important as we think. Like if I should bring a gun and shoot you down, life goes on. This one is trying to know. Since the school is still, everything still continues.
Which is why you need to save yourself, because what are you going after?
No, but like when you're saying everything has a purpose, that means if I take this thing out, that purpose will not be fulfilled. So
No, it will be
by another person, right? So I feel that that's what the big saviors have. You can mean it needs to be off, which is cool, but then we're not as important as we think.
No, we're very important.
Anyway, first of all, look at it this way. In 1500, in the next 200 years, one may existed. There are lots of people that, I think that produce the street light reason, you know them. Like, they are old when they
Well,
are
I
dead.
hope I'm remembered in the next 200 years as
It's
somebody
something
that did
hopeful.
something important.
It's something hopeful, but
And it's something that I'm working towards. Aren't you working towards that?
is there really a benefit to being remembered?
If it's for a good
If we know
cause,
the
if
writers-
inshallah, if it's for a good cause, like, I don't know.
We don't know the writers of the Bible or the Quran, people that compile. We don't know them. They're not dead. But they themselves something they're principles today.
Well,
They're philosophers.
there's still philosophers and there's scholars that we still follow.
Yeah, but the
Know
basic
their
ones that
names.
we are currently reading, that everyone is reading the Bible, we don't know the writers of this stuff. Yeah,
Well, me, I know the
Yeah,
writer
focus.
of the Quran. The,
more Prophet Muhammad, it was
not writer.
compiler.
Yeah, it was revealed to him.
Good, but then the other people imputed.
We all know them.
We all know them. For real?
The companions of the Prophet, they're all written, they're all known.
Wait, I think about the companions of the Prophet was writers of this text.
There's no writer, there's only God.
Yeah, I get that, but then people have to put this into writing.
Yes, I just don't know them now. I just don't know them offline.
Well, I don't know so much about the Quran, but I know for the Bible, we do not know these writers. Probably there's some place like Luke, Mark, no, they say that this guy's good, but then other parts, Genesis, Revelation, this, that, Exodus, who wrote all this?
Person, okay, yeah, I don't know that.
And these, they're over 2,500 years, so 3,000.
I don't know that, but the thing is, with the Quran, I can't give you said 2,500, I don't know how long, because I have to be with that. I'm not there yet. Hopefully, inshallah, I'll get there. But I know that there's one author, it was revealed to the Prophet, and, everything I need to know about the Quran is in the Quran. It's been there, it's just one, nothing has been twisted or changed.
Yes, I get what I'm
So
saying.
do you understand
What
why
I'm
it's
saying
easier for you? Do you understand why it's easier for me to accept and believe? And because it's just one book that has been revealed for the past, I don't even know how long.
Yeah, but
No author has changed, no companion has changed, nothing, not a
no,
single word.
that has undergone changes over time, but not in our lifetime.
No word has been changed.
You know why I say that? Because definitely there's way better than that. But then there are redactors and the editors over time that
The message, the
message is still the same thing.
writings.
Yeah.
Of course, there's different ways of writing in different languages.
No,
English
like,
has.
imagine if the Quran was the original Quran, how large it would be. But now it's not a compact book that everyone can go buy.
I'm telling you, the size 60 juz, 60 ayahs has been the same size. Has been the same, words for the past from the beginning of time, from when it's revealed itself.
How do we know?
How do
Because
we
first of
know?
all, if there's a part in the Bible itself that don't say it. If all that happened in Christ's life, in Jesus' life, we were waiting, no library, no book were able to contain, in John something, we were able to contain the size of this book.
But we know the important things that we need to know, right?
Well, then how about the rich things that we would have lost to?
Would have lost. I don't think there's anything that is meaningful, like anything that we need that we don't have in the book.
Well, we could say that, but then there's still lots of interesting
No,
stuff.
and it's not that I could say that. It is fact. It has been proven not by me, Maimuna Garba. I don't know anything,
Okay, yeah,
I don't know anything that has been proven.
yeah, I understand that, but then,
and it is there.
but then we got to this where we don't know about purpose and this and all that stuff, and I'm like, it's a religious way of viewing the world because everyone can be eliminated at any time. Basically, everyone, and life still goes on. And secondly, compared to the size of the universe, man, all of us combined together. First of all, Earth's one of the biggest planet. All of us are combined together. We're just like this phone. When looking at the whole universe, Uranus, Mars, this, that. So like, we are hyping ourselves too much, thinking we matter, thinking we have purpose. So I feel that I just feel that's a religious way of saying.
Yeah, that's why I see that and I accept when you say that human beings we're hyping ourselves and we're nothing, which is why I've chosen to dive into needing a higher power because I'm nothing. Because I'm nothing without that. Because I'm nothing, and that's why I need
to
that.
give some sense of meaning.
Yes, I need that. Without that, I'm nothing. I have, trust me, I have been lost before. Okay, I'm not saying that I am.
Not your fault.
But I'm just saying that it was not it was anxiety and just tiny worldly matters that should not even be in the picture now. So abstaining from all that. How long? Do you know me? I'm never without my phone. I'm always, you know that.
Like, I
So-
give you a good advice to have to. Like,
Yeah.
what
I did not listen to you.
Who did you listen to?
Myself, like
Intuition. Okay, so
starting this journey, automatically I've become uninterested in.
I don't want to discourage you. I don't want to sound any form of this person. I don't know the words you, but like I think they're there. Like the initial motivation is like inertia. You're just starting. It's only by God's grace I can sustain this for a year,
Yeah, I
2 years,
know
3
that.
years, 4 years. So like now probably it's still exciting and you like it for you in your body and but then it's just 2022.
Okay.
2023, you have 2024, you have 2025, you have 2030. So you just hope like able to sustain to
Inshallah.
there's a good place to end.
Because I know that, this student that we lost, and I mean, may Allah please with him. It was also an eye opener for me, because that could have been anybody. Do I really want to? If I go back to Allah in that state, it was just a moment of question for me that I can't. I believe too much.
Will accept you just as you are.
Yeah, he will. But I didn't do the right thing. And knowingly, I wasn't doing the right thing. If in a house, I'm not comparing, God to anything. In a house, for example, who is the favorite child? The one that obeys instructions. The one that follows.
No, parents like rebellious children.
They do.
They do.
Trust me.
They do. Rebellious children are really more smarter and they have more potentials than calm people.
So somebody that decides to waste their lives with
No, it's not. That's truthfulness. Like you're at the age of discovering, you're finding out by making mistakes.
No. Yes, you find yourself by making mistakes. But I'm just saying, can you accept that nobody is going to like you if you just choose to disobey rules for no reason? I mean, there are
I'll
reasons.
take
But
interest in you. Like, what is it that you really want deep in your heart, and I'll guide you.
okay, I believe that's what Allah has done for me.
You don't get to give me fertilizer. Alright, I think that's a good place to end.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
This is the end of the podcast with Maimuna and myself. I'll leave us with this quote from Islam. Kindness is a mark of faith, and whoever is not kind has no faith. Thank you.